So I'm here with Zhang, who is the lead for the post-implementation team here at Xledger. So Zhang, it'd be really useful just to understand a little bit about your team and what they do and how that differentiates from the implementation team.
Sure. As part of the consultant team, we are looking for implementation consultants and post-implementation consultants. We are working very closely together, and some of the tasks we share. And there are differences between the two parts of the team. Implementation team consultants would more likely to be involved in phased project work.
Okay.
They are likely to go out to meet customer more travel, and they are there to work with one or two customers for a long period of time. Whereas I am heading the post-implementation team, we work very closely with existing customers that have gone through implementation. They are in the operation phase. They will have a lot of queries on how to best use the system, and sometimes they have stuff they're stumbled on. They want advice. They can also contact us on that. So on our side, we are very much fast-paced, getting lots of queries from different customers, and we have to provide answer and support to them in that way.
Okay.
But two teams are working very close together. There are times that we share project work and share the knowledge, and we're helping out the same customer at the same time.
Okay.
So two parts of the team, but we are all consultants and sitting under the same roof.
Okay. So just in your team then, do you look for people from an accountancy background?
Yes, we are looking for people from the accounting background because we need that knowledge to be able to help customer. What we are dealing with quite often with customer is that they would have part of accounting query / mixed in with the system query, and they would raise a query to us to ask us to give them advice.
Have you got like a typical example?
Typical example is my bank rec balance doesn't balance, and they are stuck as to where to look for the difference and why it doesn't balance.
Okay.
Then we have to understand how bank rec itself works to begin with to be able to assist them. Because we need to look at the balance and check that whether there is a system issue or whether there's a user that is not quite sure how to use the system, or there is some advice that we should give to them to advise them how to use the system to find out where the difference is.
Got it. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess for people coming in, they still get to stay or still keep their tools sharp on the accountancy side because they're constantly dealing with accountancy issues, but then also the systems and customer-facing element on top.
Yes. We definitely have to use accounting knowledge, and queries coming in, they are bundled in as you must know the accounting knowledge to be able to assist them. And another typical example is I've run the year end, but the rollover balance doesn't look correct. Question like that comes in, and you do really have to know how the year end itself works to find out what is causing the problem.
Got you. Okay. So when it comes to a candidate, what do you typically look for in terms of background and level of experience?
I'm looking for candidates that has background in accounting but is also system savvy. Quite often we find candidates from a system accountant role, or someone who has been doing accounting a lot, likes the system and process, is looking to move that side, or someone who has been in finance but has been supporting their finance or users outside of finance a lot in terms of using the system. Those are sort of pool of candidates that we find fits the best for the role.
Got you. And when it comes to the accounting knowledge, what sort of level of experience would you say is the minimum? Because I guess you've got different layers, and you've got transactional experience, AP, AR, sort of AAT level, then you've got part qualified level, maybe had some exposure to month end but not full ownership, and then you've got the qualified that would have done everything. What's the sort of sweet spot for you?
I suppose it depends on the candidates' experience themselves. And we are looking for all range, really.
Okay.
And if it's someone that has a transactional accounting knowledge, they are likely to pick up easier query first, and gradually they will build on and move on to more difficult questions. And if it's someone that is quite transactional level and doesn't have the full accounting knowledge, we do recommend those candidates to go through accounting qualification as well.
So you'll support that
Yeah,
at the same
yeah,
time?
we will support that.
So they don't have to be able to answer all questions in terms of why doesn't this balance if they haven't yet had exposure. They can sort of build themselves up to that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Okay, that's brilliant. Well, thank you very much for that, Zhang. Hopefully that's given candidates a really good insight into the post-implementation role and how you help your customers.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you.
No problem.